Two identical twin sisters from China were adopted by two different American families. For 10 years, these girls had no idea the other even existed, until a miraculous twist of fate brought them back together. So, what's the incredible and emotional story behind their reunion? Let's find out. In 2006, Jennifer traveled to China to adopt a 1-year-old girl named Audrey, who had a serious congenital heart defect. Audrey was extremely weak at the time. After returning home, she underwent a series of complex heart surgeries and eventually regained her health to a certain extent. Audrey grew up alongside her 3 older brothers, enjoying a happy childhood. She fell in love with gymnastics and performed her routines with remarkable grace. She even played an important role on the cheerleading team. No one could have imagined that such a small, fragile heart could grow so strong. When Audrey was 10 years old, Jennifer happened to revisit the adoption website she had used and came across a group photo. In the picture, a woman stood in the middle with her arms around 2 identical baby girls. Jennifer gasped and immediately thought, "They're twins." One of the babies was Audrey. Jennifer felt both confused and thrilled. Her instincts told her the girls were twins, so she urgently reached out to the orphanage to ask about the other child. She was told the other girl had also been adopted by an American family. Back in April 2003, a welfare institute in Jiangxi Province, China, had taken in 2 baby girls, one on the 23rd and one on the 28th. They had been abandoned in different locations just days apart. The staff didn't consider that the 2 might be related and never treated them as twins. Not long after, the girls were adopted by 2 different American families. One was named Gracie and raised in Washington State, and the other was named Audrey and raised in Wisconsin. From that point on, their lives were completely separate. They were never supposed to know the other existed, but it seemed fate had other plans. Using the information from the orphanage, Jennifer began searching on Facebook. In just 2 days, she found the family who had adopted the other girl. Jennifer said, "When I opened their Facebook page and saw a picture of a girl who looked just like my daughter, I was stunned." The Nick family was equally shocked when they received Jennifer's message. They had no idea their daughter Gracie had a twin sister. The 2 families lived 6 hours apart by plane. They decided the girls should first meet through a video call. It was December 2016, and both girls were 10 years old. That video call was their very first meeting.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. You can talk. Oh, Audrey, go by dad, go by dad.
Audrey was so overwhelmed that she couldn't even speak when she saw the girl who looked exactly like her. There was sadness, and there were regrets, but above all, there was joy. Her loving dad immediately wrapped her in a comforting hug. Even though they had grown up apart, the 2 girls had many things in common. Their favorite subject in school was math. They both loved sports, especially gymnastics and skiing. They even liked the same kinds of food. Since then, they've been chatting often, as if they've known each other their whole lives. A DNA test later confirmed what their hearts already knew: they were identical twins. A month later, the TV show Long Lost Family arranged for the 2 girls to meet in person for the very first time. As Audrey stood nervously on stage and the door slowly opened, she saw Gracie and her parents on the other side. Both girls immediately burst into tears and embraced each other tightly. Their miraculous reunion touched countless hearts. People were not only moved by the moment, but also deeply comforted to witness the powerful reconnection of family through blood. The reunion across oceans brought the sisters even closer. Every time they got together, their joyful laughter and playful running filled the air. The 2 once stranger families also began spending more time together, and gradually, they came to feel like one warm, loving extended family. Gracie's mother, Nicole, said, "What amazes me is how alike they are. They're into the same things, they have the same favorite foods and topics, and they're both really good at math." Even though they were both born with heart conditions, they're both incredible athletes. Looking ahead, Audrey hopes to become a doctor like her adoptive mom and dad, while Gracie wants to be a teacher, just like her mom. On Christmas in 2018, Jennifer and her husband decided to surprise Audrey. That night, they packed their bags and flew from Wisconsin all the way to Washington State, over 2,000 kilometers, so Audrey could see her sister Gracie. When the sisters saw each other, they hugged tightly, laughing and crying at the same time. It was a mix of joy and emotion. They had missed so many important moments in each other's lives. The two families made a promise to stay in close contact and go on trips together, hoping to make up for the 10 years the girls had lost. Two girls born with congenital heart conditions, abandoned in infancy, found each other again on the other side of the world. Audrey said, "It feels like I've found the other half of myself."
And now we're going to take you to London. So, yeah. And we're going to take some pictures.
Audrey was born without a pulmonary valve, which led to pulmonary atresia. In 2019, she underwent a pulmonary valve implantation. Then, in 2022, at the age of 16, Audrey flew a Cessna plane solo across the skies. A child once held back by a heart defect, now soared freely through the heavens. Wrapped in endless love, she overcame every limit, her spirited soul flying with joy and freedom. Now young adults, both girls have achieved incredible things. They were selected as valedictorians of their respective schools and each received a full-ride college scholarship. In the embrace of love, these two abandoned twin orphans not only found new lives but also found each other across the ocean. They completed each other's worlds, and there's no doubt they are truly blessed by God.
Oh,
Did you fake her? Look at Gracie's face. Oh my god.